Since December on Redstone, I was like, I should make a cool Christmas build. So that's exactly what I did. I made a Santa doll, which the only other person that made the Santa doll is Crafty Masterman, and his doll is very small and it needs buttons as eyes. You don't get pre-made eyes in the doll. So I one up his doll and made this, which is the new and improved Santa doll, which has eyes. There are eyes in it. And you got the hat, beard, and the eyes. So you hit a button, and it all opens. There's two hip stalls, one at the top and one at the bottom. You hit it again, and it all closes. Now I do have to point out that this isn't seamless. There you can see through it. There's two blocks here, and it's the same on this side. So yeah, but there is a wool block here, because if there isn't, you would see it like that. You don't want to see it like that. But when you do close it, it becomes all seamless. Well, apart from the fact that there's holes in the ground, holes in the wall, and the blocks don't add up. So apart from that, it's fairly seamless, but then again, it's not that seamless. So I'm just going to do a brief explanation of how this works, and then after this I'll make a tutorial in this same video showing how you can build this doll. So I'm going to open it just so it's on the open phase. So what you have going on here is a one tick going into this block, which also goes down. I'll go back to that later. This hits 7 pistons. There's one here, one there, behind that block, over here, and right there. Then the redstone line goes up. It hits this observer, which fires this redstone block into this top hipster doll, which is an upside down hipster doll. I don't know what this is actually called. I'm correct. I think I'm correct that this is a upside down hipster doll, but it's a cool design. I think I found this from Redstone Innovations, but I don't actually know the first creator, so I'll link his channel in the description just so he can have some credit. And then back to this bottom line, it goes down here, hits these two observers, which will fire the first row of pistons. You can't actually see them. They're behind this observer here. It'll hit that piston, and then it just does the basic hipster. So it goes down, it's a 2-tick into a observer, firing this piston, which goes down into this, which fires a 4-tick, and there's a observer on top of that, as you can see. But behind it on this block, which is on both of them, it also hits this 4-tick, which will fire a double piston extender, putting these blocks up here, which, as you can see, that's what happens. Those blocks go there. After that, it goes over here, hits a observer, hits this block, fires the other 7 pistons that are over here, and yeah, that's the whole doll. Now I will just say, don't look at this from the back. It's not really a good sight to see, because this is a one-way doll only. I didn't bother trying to make this 2-way, because who's gonna go from the back and from the front seeing Santa both ways? You can only see a face from one side. First we're actually going to build Santa, so what you do is you got some smooth quartz slabs, some stairs here, stripped jungle wood. You have to make it go down, so you just place a block under it. Then same for the other side, like that. And then jungle stairs on top of those. Black concrete behind the jungle stairs. Then more stripped jungle wood, like that. Some white wool on top of this. 2 white wools here, and red wool on the top. So they are Santa. And then the next step would be the piston layout. So I forgot to mention this is a 4x4 area here. So it's basically just a 4x4 piston doll. So you get a piston here, right here, and just basically follow what I'm doing. And there we go. It's just 2, 2, 2, and 1. Then you do the exact same on this side with the 2, 2, 2, and 1. Then you get the bottom pistons. We're starting off with the double piston extender here, which is just like it would be a double piston extender. Then you put another pistons off of that, which would just make a 4x4 cube of piston, well, a 2x2 cube of pistons. Then you get a piston right here, going like that. Another one on the other side, going like that. There you go. And all of the pistons, we're going to be using our sticky pistons only. There are not going to be any regular pistons. At the top, we're going to get the upside down hip stool, which would just be the hip stool we made at the bottom, but upside down. There we go, that's the piston layout. It's all here and with the Santa right as the door. Next step is the wiring, so you get a button right here, repeater, sticky piston, target, and some blocks with redstone dust on it, repeater, 2 blocks here, glass here, target, block here, glass here, and then a target up here. You just run redstone wiring all throughout it. Then you get a block here, up here as well, and an observer on the top. Then a block on the observer, a sticky piston, and then you grab a redstone block, place it down, and some blocks here. Then it's on to the upside down hip stool, which we're actually going to put the block of redstone like that, since the door is already in place. And yeah, observers to the bottom, blocks under the observers. Actually, we're going to get rid of the blocks so we can run redstone wiring on there. Then you put the blocks back in, put observers off of the redstone wiring, observers off of those observers, a block on that, then 2 observers like this, redstone line, a repeater on 4 ticks, and 2 more observers on the other side, and you just do what we did on that side, as you can see. Then you get a block here, block there, a block over here, run some redstone line on top of that. I did not know that would trigger it. So just for the time being, fair note that it might trigger it. Get another block, redstone, then a torch, redstone torch, block there, and you just do this with some repeaters on 4 ticks, another block here, a sticky piston here with a steering block, and a repeater on 2 ticks. Then you go on this side, put a steering block there, a sticky piston, 3 blocks out, and over here, 3 blocks like that, connect it, a block on the sticky piston, another block here, redstone torch, put a redstone dust there so it deactivates it, redstone dust, 2 repeaters on 4 ticks, and a repeater on 2 ticks. Now, again, this design isn't made by me, this is made
Minecraft Redstone.
I think it's a really good design. Then back to this, we go down one, another down one, and another one.
Another one.
And we just run it all the way along over here. There we go. You run some redstone line on those blocks you just placed, run it all the way across, and we don't actually need this block here. Now we're going to go on to the bottom hipster doors. I don't know who credit for this design, so I'm not going to credit anyone. So you get 2 observers here, some blocks here, redstone dust, repeat on 2 ticks, observer, block of wool, a observer off of that piston, block of wool, another wool block, and then 4 ticks here, a observer off of that with nothing on top of it, and on the side here we're going to also get the double piston extender by putting redstone dust, 4 ticks, and a observer like that. Then on the other side you just do what you did on that side, redstone dust, repeat on 2 ticks, observer, light blue wool, observer off of the piston here, blue wool block, and a repeater, and observer off that. So it's very simple. Then you get the double piston extender, 4 tick repeater, and observer. Another thing is get some blocks here, which would be the blocks that you want for the full all of the room. You just put it like this, and yeah, just get it like that. You're probably gonna have to just rewatch the video or slow down to see the blocks I placed, but you can very much see it. And remember to get blocks over those observers, but not the observers on the hipster doors. Now the next step is to get these pistons, so observer, block, 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 glass block, target, target, and glass block here. And then you just run redstone line over it, and there you go. You've got your Santa doll. Now, before we do this, you will need to add some blocks here. So, block in this corner, up on the top, block over here, and a block right here. I don't know how to angle that so I can get it. Another block right there, and remember to not get it on the piston, so we'll break those. And then just run some blocks on top like this, as you can see here. And yeah, it isn't seamless, so you can't see to the other side, but it's fine, it works. So there you go, there's your Santa doll. You hit the button, and it all opens. And I hope somebody actually watched this video and built this doll, because I don't know who would build this doll apart from me. So that's the whole doll, and that's the whole video. It's just showcasing the Santa doll I made and showing you how to build it. This is the whole design. Again, this wasn't made by me. This top circuit here, this is made by
Minecraft Redstone,
which is the only person I found to credit. I don't know if it was made by somebody else. So that's all. So now I'm doing the outro, and if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and 20 new people are because they saw the short video I made of the Among Us doll, and that thing got 4,500 views, and thank you to everyone that saw that. So anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.